Welcome back, Cat.
Finally, Haley got me a driver. Hey, you're into the oldie, right? I want your help providing a perfect car history. The Vocho. Some more modifications. I've tried to get it as close as possible to how Papa Fernando and a rally team would have built it.
Really?
What's the problem? You don't think they would have taken a little modern technology if it made the Vocho go faster? Just get in and hang on.
Understood.
Rowdy set. I'll call out waypoints as we go. Are you ready for a time trial?
I'm ready for anything in this.
Nice slide.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Hey, watch the bodywork. I just feel that. Waypoint 1, ándale.
I'm going.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 400 yards, turn sharp right. Turn sharp right.
Nice. Next waypoint is up now.
Got it.
In 100 yards, turn right. In 400 yards, turn left.
When I had it up on the lift, there was so much damage on the under tray. When Papa Fernando raced his Vocho, he raced it hard. I replaced the tray and rebuilt the shocks. Should be good. How's it handling?
It's good. Busy now, though.
Got another waypoint for you.
Check.
Last waypoint, vamos.
En route.
In 200 yards, turn left. Recalculating route. In 400 yards, turn left.
And across the finish line. Whew. Nice drive, my friend. I couldn't find a driver named Fernando Torres in the records for the Baja 500 or the Baja 1000. But that doesn't mean he didn't enter.
What about the Dakar?
Africa is a long way for a little Vocho. Maybe that was just a story he told to Uncle Oscar and the other kids in the family. I know I would have sat and listened to him for hours.
Official or not, he must have been quite a racer.
Sí, he was. Vamos.
Hey, Kat. We're ready to expand. What are you thinking this time? Let me talk to Alejandra. See if she can find enough drivers willing to race the Colossus against you.
Hey, mi amigo. Haley called me. Ready for the Colossus? I can't wait to see you conquer this thing. ¿Qué onda? Amigo. That's it. Horizon Apex is finished. The build, I mean. Racing is never finished.
You have arrived at your destination.
This is a Colossus. I've done a bit of work on this. I think it's gonna be pretty quick.
It looks quick.
And there's a speed camera just up the road.
I like what you're thinking.
The route's waiting. Ándale, vamos.
This thing can really go. How did you come up with this idea?
It wasn't my idea. I mean, not entirely. When I was cleaning out the engine, I found scoring around the air filters. My Papa Fernando had been widening them to improve the aspiration. He didn't have a turbo to put it in.
But you obviously did.
Yup. Like it?
This is utterly wild. I love it.
Just keep it on the road, okay? Speed cameras ahead. Go for it.
Got it.
That's it! Brilliant! You okay?
I think I left my teeth behind. I love this car.
You better go back and find them then. I'll call you soon.
yards, turn right. Turn right. At the roundabout, take the second exit. Turn around when it is safe to do so. Recalculating route. yards, turn right. Arrived at your destination.
Ah, just in time. We're ready for you.
Yeah?
I really wanted to see what this car can do, agility-wise. So I built you a challenge course. Want to give it a shot?
Definitely.
I thought so. Get in. I'll get you up to speed.
We've set up a bunch of ramps and obstacles all around here. Follow your route and get through it as fast as you can. We've set up a bunch of ramps and obstacles all around here. Follow your route and get through it as fast as you can.
fantastic. That was quite the show. I'm going to need to feel a couple of dents, but that's the good thing with a bocho. You just get your hammer and some hot water.
This is a great car. Your great-granddad would have loved to have seen it, I'm sure.
Definitely. A pity we can't show him. Never mind, get out of here. I'll call you soon.
Arrived at your destination.
I took off all the mods and extras, just like the day Papa Fernando bought it in 1963. Puro bocho original.
Still one of the coolest looking cars ever.
¿Verdad? Now, let's take it back.
So long as we don't lose it again.
This was wonderful. Not just all the bocho stunts and races, connecting with mi familia and Papa Fernando. When we're driving this car, it really feels like he's here with us, no? I'm going to hang his picture right next to the one we take so he can always watch over me in el taller.
I understand. I really appreciate you sharing this with me.
It's nothing, really. I'm sure he'd have liked you too. Vamos, let's get the photo while we still have the light.
Here, Vocho? This is the place.
Perfecto. When you took a photo here, it was the end. But for us, it's just the beginning. I want to say muchísimas gracias for everything. We always put Papa Fernando's picture on the ofrenda for Dia de los Muertos. This year, I'll have a lot to say to him.
Tell him the Vocho is in safe hands.
It will be. Abuela Rosa says her papa would want the Vocho to go to a racer just like him. And I agree. So, it's yours now.
What? Ale, no.
Just promise you'll always bring it back to my taller. Now get out of here. You have a Hall of Fame to enter. That should give Papa Fernando and I time to work on more ideas.
I just got my hands on a piece of Mexican racing history. Wanna see?
Of course! On my way.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. Yards. Turn left. Yards. Turn left. Turn left. In 400 yards, turn right. Calculating route. In 400 yards, turn right. In 200 yards, turn right. Yards, turn right. right. You have arrived at your destination.
Let me guess. Today's episode of Mexican Automotive History with Ramiro is about the Baja 1000.
You are very perceptive, my friend. This dune buggy was the first car to race here. Let's take it for a spin. The Baja 1000 is probably the most prestigious race held in Mexico. Do you know how it all started?
I assume the Myers Manx has something to do with it.
Correct again. The Baja 1000 started as a very elaborate marketing campaign for the car you're driving. But let me start from the beginning. On the 22nd of March, 1962, Dave Eakins and Billy Robertson did the first real Baja run. They went from Tijuana to La Paz in 39 hours, 56 minutes on new Honda CL72 Scrambler motorcycles. So they probably were a bit sore afterwards. They got a lot of media coverage though. A year later, Myers started to work on a prototype buggy he called Old Red in his garage in Newport Beach. It was based on the VW Beetle, and it paved the way for what we know as buggies. Cars that are built for off-roading using the Beetle as a donor chassis. But I guess they wanted even more publicity because in April 1967, Myers decided to make an attempt at breaking Eakins' record. And it worked! Myers did it in 34 hours and 45 minutes, beating Eakins for more than 5 hours. The rivalry was known as Buggy meets Bike in Baja. Sounds like something you did back in the UK, doesn't it? Myers Manx became an overnight sensation as a result, and suddenly they were friendly races all across the Baja. It wasn't long before they realized they needed something more organized, and that was Mexican 1000. Guess who won the inaugural event?
Myers Manx?
You're on fire today! Yes, in 27 hours and 38 minutes. The official race was 100 miles shorter than the original route, but it's still impressive. The Mexican 1000 was later renamed to the Baja 1000 and is run to this day.
In 200 yards, turn left. In 100 yards, turn left. Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 100 yards, turn left.
I love that story. My abuela used to tell it to me at least once a year. needs your help.
Okay. I'll be right there.
Hey, Kat. Time for an adventure. Where should we head next?
You want to set up a new street racing outpost, eh? Let's say I know a guy in Guanajuato.
Why don't I hook you up with Ramiro and the extremely mysterious unknown racer who runs meetups in Guanajuato?